societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a mystery puzzling northeastern Colorado. For weeks now, drones have been spotted flying at night.
Homeowners are concerned, local authorities don't know where these drones are coming from, and no one wants to own up to flying them. Good evening, Peel.
I'm Shannon Ogden, and the spike in drone sightings have now got the attention of Homeland Security and also federal authorities who are investigating just who's piloting them.
Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski has the latest on the drone mystery and video.
They're flying a lot lately at night.
There's a mystery in the skies in northeastern Colorado.
Increase reports of drones flying.
A pack of drones flying in formation, lighting up the night sky that now has the attention of Homeland Security.
FBI, DOD, FAA, the list goes on.
So this is getting pretty high up that people are looking at this.
Well, we're all concerned. It's the growing drone mystery in 2 states.
The story even picked up by World News Tonight, with people wondering who's watching them. We showed the latest video from New Raymer to the director of Colorado's Information Analysis Center.
Flashing lights moving across the sky.
A division of Homeland Security, now on the case.
What I think attracts a lot of attention is that not only the quantity, but the ability for them to be flying together in packs.
Kevin Magala says they have forensic analysts going through videos and reviewing witness accounts, but who's flying the drones is still anyone's guess.
Hobbyists, racing drone groups, I mean, you name it.
These 7 counties have all launched investigations into the mystery drones, including Yuma, Morgan, and Wells County.
It's very sporadic right now.
To fly a drone at night, you need a waiver from the FAA and can face fines for flying without one. But right now, the state says there is no credible threat.
There certainly has been no criminal activity that's been identified at this point.
A Drones Over Northeastern Colorado Facebook page is also tracking sightings, where the conspiracy theories are rampant, from an inside job to Amazon flying them for their much-anticipated delivery service. Is there any indication that this is a government operation that nobody wants to talk about?
We've reached out to a variety of government agencies. No one has taken responsibility for it.
Amazon tells us these drones aren't them, leaving these eyes in the sky still a mystery. Jennifer Kovaleski, Denver 7.
Well, Homeland Security also says that drones are not flying in restricted airspace. Now, several Colorado law enforcement agencies will meet with the FAA about all this on Monday.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, no surprise, Homeland Security is going to do a massive cover-up for this. I've already heard numerous stories come out as to what this is. But why is it that this weird activity is always occurring in Colorado, where we know they have all of the, underground, tunnels and everything else underneath the Denver airport? It just seems like it's always going on in that area over in Colorado, and obviously a lot in Nevada, too, over there on the West Coast. But of course, when a story like this comes out and people are videotaping it, uploading it, asking questions as to what in the world is going on, of course they have to come out with articles on abcnews.com that say conspiracy theories abound despite officials' denial of drone invasion. Well, you can see the video evidence. I mean, what does it look like is in the sky there? What are we supposed to see? Those are twinkling stars in the sky? Or they're just going to come out and tell us it's UFOs, right? Because they'd rather that we believe that than actually believe that our government would be flying drones for whatever specific reason in that specific area. But I mean, we all should just get used to it by now, right? Because sooner or later, they're going to make it so that drones are flying over all of our homes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in a military state. And people aren't going to care because they're going to go, oh, I already have the Amazon Echo in my house. I've already got all this other crap, Google Home. Oh, what's the big deal? I'm not hiding anything. Sure, let's regulate that, right? All they have to do is create some type of event and say, well, it should become mandatory. It should become law now that we have drones flying over our heads. Because as of right now, it's not legal to do that. But anybody out there who's affected by this in Colorado, this is an invasion of your privacy. And they come out and they go, we don't know who could be behind it. Well, who would you think would be behind it? What do you think? 5 kids got together and they're like, let's buy 50 drones and send them up at the same time, and we'll use our feet to control some of them, and we'll use our hands to the other, and we'll get more people because we have nothing better to do in the middle of the night when weird activity always occurs. I mean, what a joke, right? They're claiming that nothing has been found. So what? Is this more doctored video? Are you going to come out and you're going to tell us, just like, it could be some type of alien life form? That's what they would want us to believe. Because they sure would rather the citizens of this country believe in an outside force that could force all of us humans and the human race to come together as one, as it was so nicely put by President Reagan. Just scroll through so this is where they start to get, you can see the tone of the censorship here, of saying, oh, this could be dangerous, that people on Facebook are posting about this, and they're going to get people riled up and scared, and something might happen, right? Because that's, anytime any of this stuff happens, it's the first thing that they're doing now. Is they're going, oh, Facebook groups are doing this. Oh, storm Area 51. People are going to go there. It's going to be a violent thing. They're going to storm the military base. So scroll through any one of the many Facebook groups dedicated to tracking the mysterious drone sightings over Colorado and Nebraska, and you'll find no shortage of people convinced they're seeing something. Well, why wouldn't they be convinced they're seeing? You think their eyes are playing tricks on them? I mean, the people who are actually recording it, I mean, what do they think? They're tripping on LSD? You gotta love how they word this. You find no shortage of people convinced that they're seeing something. Wink, wink, because your government would never, ever, ever do anything like that. Since we just counted 30 drones, UAVs, and somebody wrote UFOs over Haxton, Colorado, wrote one man. They said there's swarms of them. Someone posted about drones circling Denver. They seem to be making a circular pattern around the city. Concerned calls from residents worried about secret government spying. Right? I mean, this is, if they don't word it this way, then people aren't just going to dismiss it. When they word it like this, they go, secret government spying and invasions. People go, come on, these crazy conspiracy nuts. Well, then how about we just get an explanation, right? How about the government just comes out? Because I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't be, they're not behind it. We already have Homeland Security involved in it. Certain calls from residents worried about secret government spying and invasions privacy prompted local sheriff's departments to set up a task force this week, teaming with federal and state agencies to try and get to the bottom of the drone sighting. So far, they've found nothing. What a shock. Homeland Security found nothing? I can't believe it. Officials told ABC News their search has yielded zero evidence of suspicious drone activity. Colorado even sent its high-tech surveillance plane airborne on Monday night. The multi-mission aircraft, or MMA for short, normally tracks the spread of wildfires and is equipped with sensitive cameras and sensors that can see through smoke. The MMA flew a spaghetti-like pattern above northeast Colorado for nearly 5 hours. Quote, the MMA has the capability to detect heat signatures. It did not detect any suspicious heat signatures or drones related to the drone reportings during its flight. So, of course, and that's according to the Colorado Department of Public Safety. Officials have suggested people who think they're seeing drones may actually be seeing something else. Several reports resulted in verified aircraft, said Mickey Tross, spokeswoman for the Colorado Division of Homeland Security. Many people insist that it's not the case. Someone says, we've lived here long enough to know that those are not airplanes. We have been on our upper deck in the evenings enough times to know that these are not airplanes. Another man reported seeing a drone go down in flames in Logan County, Colorado, but deputies searching that area found nothing and suggested he had actually seen a meteor or a shooting star. Continuing to just deflect and make these people sound crazy, right? Another theory is that the initial sightings reported in mid-December were not drones at all, but a constellation of recently launched SpaceX global internet satellites known as Starlink. The satellites, which look like a line of dots in the sky, would have been visible beginning in the evening of December 18th, and they would have appeared brighter than Venus, according to the satellite tracking website Heavens Above. Absolutely, totally, huh? That's not to say there aren't a few drones out there, but somewhere that could potentially be dangerous. Thursday night, the Colorado Department of Safety said a report of a drone coming within 100 feet of a medical helicopter has increased concern about reports of suspicious drones in northeastern Colorado. I should just reread the sentence because I totally butchered it, but sometimes you get a little frog in your throat, you know? The agency said it would activate resources that might include the use of teams on the ground and in the air, and posted a frequently asked question document about suspicious drone activity. Online theories abound and stretch the imagination, of course. Some insist the drones must belong to the military searching for a lost nuclear warhead, to DEA agents looking for houses illegally growing marijuana, or yes, to aliens. Why not, right? It almost seems like drones, quote, are taking over the mass hysteria of UFOs and Sasquatch sightings. The difference here is that these are not aliens. Well, that's because people don't want to be spied on. The fact that drones even exist is ridiculous in the first place. Like, people really need it, but everybody's got to film the sky. That's what it's for. Everyone's the next Steven Spielberg. Want to get that great shot, that aerial shot, huh? But of course, you're never going to get an answer as to what it is, because that's why they come out with this stuff, right? They come out with these articles so that they can give you all the possible things. They could throw in the word Sasquatch, because that won't make a regular person deflect. The severity of it is that people should care about their privacy. If the government is violating your privacy, that's a problem. They don't have a right to take away our privacy, but they continue to do that because the American people give it to them for free. They go, oh yeah, let's let the government let's get the ring on our front door. And then, of course, the police are allowed to access it. Amazon's allowed to access it. Don't worry, we're not doing anything suspicious. Let's get the Echo in our house so we can be listened to. Oh my goodness, the Amazon Echo, reportedly, all the stories I've covered on it where it's literally listening to what people are saying and recommending things that people are just completely creeped out by. But hey, keep getting used to it, folks, because 1984 is 2020. It's the same thing. It's a little bit. It's starting to get really scary out there. The fact that the privacy aspect of this completely gets dismissed, and they'd rather say aliens, UFOs, and stuff like that, because the government believes that we don't deserve privacy. Remember, we're cattle to them. We don't deserve rights. We don't deserve privacy. We're pretty much just going to be prisoners in our own home, which is what we are now, and slaves to a system. So I'll keep you posted if I hear anything else about it. Just unbelievable. So, the article just continues to go on and say, everyone loves conspiracy theories, that type of stuff. It's just a total deflection piece where they do nothing in here to actually say, well, Homeland Security is concerned about the privacy of its citizens. No, it's not. Homeland Security wants your privacy. They want in your bathroom. They want to watch you take dumps. That's how much they care about your privacy. I thank you for listening to today's show. If anyone out there has seen any of this stuff or knows anything or finds out more information, feel free to post it here or on my website at callforuprising.com. And thank you again. God bless you and your families.
I had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was. Then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I've got another one for you. I mean, you're seeing how desperate they are. I've got a bunch of videos coming out. I mean, I do feel like I'm on a roll. I don't know, maybe it's the prayers everyone's giving. Maybe it's the fact that, well, it's always the prayers, of course, but I'm just starting to have a different attitude about this stuff. I'm trying to laugh at it because it really is out of our control. As Forrest Gump said, right? Stupid is, stupid does. And everything's so inverted. It's the dumb zombies who look at us like we're complete idiots. And these people are so dumb, they don't realize that they don't make one critical thinking decision in their day, let alone in their lifetime, because that's how programmed they are. But you've seen all this stuff, right? We'll get a little of this. The White House, and you gotta watch this video clip because it's hilarious. The White House is partnering with Tinder and all these dating apps to promote the jab so that people who exclusively want to date jab-only people can find jab-only people. And you would say that's pretty crazy. But of course, the propaganda is going to tell you that that's what people want. And I'll tell you right now, I had to look it up because I don't even know what some of this stuff means. Swipe right, swipe left. Right? So they say you would swipe right to your vaccine, to find somebody who's been jabbed, and you could go out and you could date them. Well, I would swipe left so fast and so hard that my phone I don't know what his accent was. Just for somebody who's willing to get it, like, what does that even mean? I mean, just listen.
Popular dating apps like Tinder, Match, and Bumble are adding another option to add to your profile, and they're getting help from the White House.
CBS 2's Jessica Moore tells us how people are being encouraged to take their shot for love.
The White House wants Americans to swipe right for vaccines.
To encourage vaccinations and help people meet people who have that universally attractive quality. They've been vaccinated against COVID-19.
And this is the first time in the history of the country that the White House has sort of promoted digital dating.
I mean, this is a moment.
In its effort to get 70% of the country vaccinated by July 4th, the Biden administration is partnering with popular dating apps like OkCupid, Tinder, and Hinge to incentivize users to get a shot.
As New York opens back up, people want to know that they are only going on dates with other people that have taken the right steps and that are vaccinated. And this is a way to signal that by getting that vaccine badge.
Vaccinated users will also gain access to premium benefits like boosts, super likes, and super swipes, and they'll be able to filter potential matches by vaccination status. The goal is to encourage more users to get the shot with the implied promise of more matches and more dates.
So it's kind of like showing up at a party and you want to find the other people that are vaccinated. We're going to show you exactly where they are.
On the flip side, if someone doesn't have that they're vaccinated in their bio, a person who also isn't vaccinated might say, oh, maybe this is someone that I'm on the same page as. For many young singles, there's nothing more attractive than protection against COVID-19. We spoke with a dozen people in Central Park, all of whom said they prefer dating vaccinated candidates.
Vaccinated people are sexy. I would be more likely to pursue something with someone, even if it's just grabbing dinner with them if they've been vaccinated.
It's not having just a vaccine, it's the fact that you're willing to get the vaccine.
The message? Get vaccinated against COVID-19. You'll boost your health and your love life at the same time. Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
And right now, most of the apps are relying on an honor system to confirm users' vaccination status.
There's that honor system again.
I know. Asking folks, what's your status, though?
There you go.
What's your name?
Adding something new.
I mean, first of all, the feeling couldn't be more mutual, okay? The feeling couldn't be more mutual for those who are disgusted by people who don't want to get the jab. I mean, we're all just as disgusted. We actually feel for you that you believe in a blind thing that doesn't even exist, and you're willing to put something you don't even know what's in it inside your body because you hear some people on the TV that you don't know tell you to do it. Because you hear a government who controls resources, money, who taxes on everything, and you think that you elect these people, and you don't think they want to depopulate when all these people like Bill Gates are on the record of saying they want to do it, and you're willing to take it? And you think being jabbed is attractive? Hey, you guys stick with it. This is what it's turned into, right? Stick with your kind, stick with us. But I mean, this just shows you how much they're discriminating against us. As far as I'm concerned, go ahead. Because I mean, I have no interest in going to a party, period, but let alone the one girl, she's like, I go to a party and, I can weed out who's been jabbed and who isn't. Get a life. How about that? Can I weed out people who need to get a life on the app? Can I figure that out? Right? Can I figure out how to weed out zombies? Is that an option on there? Is there an option for critical thinkers? Of course not. But why would there be? Because these are the people who are, smarter than us, right? Some of the things, as you can see, do you want to add a badge to your profile to tell others you've gotten the jab? I mean, you might as well just have a badge that says loser on it and paste it on your face. I mean, same thing, right? Ready to date? Answer the questions. Okay. Answer questions about your jab status, and then you're ready to go, and then we can date, okay? Oh, you've got a free boost, it says. You did your part by getting the jab, and now you're being rewarded, and we appreciate that. To show our thanks, have a few boosts. I don't even know what that is. As you can get seen by more people. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what this is. As I've said, I have a flip phone, let alone the fact that I'd ever be on it. Anyway, point being, the White House is now teaming, right? We're teaming with McDonald's, teaming with all these places.
places, all these places that we got strip clubs who are having pop-up jab places. Now the White House is teaming up with these online companies all right, this is what it said. The White House latest pitch to Americans to get the jab against the virus was something of a call to all the single ladies and gentlemen finally dipping their toes back into the dating pool. It would make you more attractive. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like if I had goggles that would show me who's jabbed and who wasn't jabbed, it would be like one of those apps that show like somebody as a zombie, but just with like a giant turd smashed on their face. 9 dating sites have teamed up with the Biden administration to add features that will let users show they've gotten their shots. Cool. It's like the cool kid table, right? And then the dorks jab people. I mean, can these people be more boastful and prideful about this? It's like, look at me, I'm jabbed. I'm posting it on my Instagram. I'm a good person. I'm a good Samaritan. Right? Remember the videos I did on social credit score? Or, not credit score, your social status score. Right? Years ago, then China brought it in. They showed on that show Black Mirror. It's something they've been developing for a long time. Right? You get a little reward from the government, a little pat on the butt. Right? What's your reward here on this website? Oh, you'll get seen by more people. Oh, if your number one goal in meeting somebody is if they're jabbed or not, I mean, I don't want to be shallow and say looks first or anything like that, because it's not what matters. But if jab first is more important than looks, personality, compatibility, then what's the old, then you're a redneck? Well, then that you're a sheeple. Because that's really what it means. I say we finally have found the one thing that makes us all more attractive, the jab. That's what the White House senior advisor, this is what they're up to. This is your White House, your tax money at hard work. And that's what they're talking about. Helping dating sites. I mean, it's an utter joke. Anyway, other health officials smiled in the background as they appeared to try to stifle a chuckle while making the unorthodox plea. So I guess they were laughing as they always do, right? I didn't actually see that clip. Okay, well, does anything surprise you? The government's partnership with the dating sites Tinder, Bumble, Match.com, Hinge, BLK, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, Chispa, and Badoo. I mean, where do they get these names? Badoo? Hey, where'd you guys meet? Badoo. I met him on Badoo. What happened to the days you're like, well, it's a long story. We met, at a park. I don't know. I mean, bumped into each other. I mean, I know that's very Hollywood fairy tale fake stuff. But we met at Chispa and we met at Badoo. I don't know. Mom, Dad, how'd you guys meet? Well, we tagged, jabbed, and then we slid to the right, and then we saw each other on on Plenty of Fish. Get it? Plenty of fish in the sea. And we found each other, and then we fell in love because we both had the same things in common. Being programmed. Thanks, Mom. Program me now. Send me to school. Yippee! Ay, ay, ay. The 9 sites combined reach more than 50 million people in the U.S., so I don't really need to say much more than I've already said and shown. I mean, you can see how embarrassing it is, but can people not see here? Are we still not seeing this? The people I know. Guys see it. I mean, I guess I'm just talking to you guys, people who listen to me, because the idiots who troll and listen, they're like, in the middle of the thing, they can't even pay attention to what I'm saying. They just start, playing games, Pokemon Go on their phone or whatever they do. I mean, you don't see the pattern here? Big Brother working with McDonald's, the government, Biden administration, working with dating sites. Your tax money going all this stuff, your tax money going to lotteries. Lotteries that no one's going to win anyway. And if they do, they'll go to a mace, so, I mean, give me a break. The person who gets the check on the TV, because that's coming after the big lotteries in Ohio and New York. Oh, they're going to have the person on TV holding the check. They're going to be like, what do you want to do? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my second jab, my third jab, and then I'm going to fly to Florida, and I'm going to go to Disney World or Universal Studios, and I'm going to live my life again. And people are just going to buy into it. But I mean, you can already see it coming, right? Because it's just mind control. And that's how it works.
swipe to the right, right? And then go troll the people and be like, you all right? And be like, like, hi, I think you're cute. Hi, you too. Yeah, hi. I just want to know, you look pretty and all. I saw that you were jabbed, so that was, we're in the same. Yeah, I saw that too. It's great. Do you have a brain? I just want to know before we go forward in the relationship. Do you know how to make decisions on your own? Oh no. Okay. Maybe we'll cut the cord here. This is the world, folks. 2021. And they continue to do what? Isolate the unjabbed. Everything's inverted. Remember, I've been saying that for years. That's what the Satanists teach. It's not rocket scientists. A lot of people have obviously exposed this stuff too. Everything's inverted. It's upside down. That's what they do. Backmasking kind of, not backmasking is with music, but everything is backwards. The law of reversals, Aleister Crowley, right? So the sheep, the zombies think that we're the idiots when these people are so dumb. And it's like grasping for straws because, we do want to help. And they're like, help yourself and go and get it. It's like, all right, have a good time, Sad, isn't it? Anyway, I'll remind everyone to check out the website at callforuprising.com. Make sure you check out my channel every day because a lot of my videos are, getting sent to people. Click the notification bell if you're not getting it. Take the time now to do it because I have a couple videos nobody saw, and I know that people are, want to watch my videos. I mean, I'm not saying every subscriber is going to watch, but the numbers are just way lower than they would be on any of the multiple channels I've had, and I know it's because this channel was originally banned and brought back, and that's what it ends up staying in a shadow ban anyway. So I really should be uploading on a newer channel, but for the time being, it's where I'm uploading. So just click the notification bell or just check, don't rely on them to send you anything. And make sure you subscribe to my other channel as well with the red and yellow background. And, check out the website. Appreciate you guys being here. Maybe I'll see you guys on Tinder one day under Jabbed. All right, who am I kidding? Probably a better chance of seeing me 6 feet under than on Tinder, but no offense to anyone who is. Ain't none of my business. Thank you guys for being here. God bless all of you and your families.
Feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was. And you come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Because people out there share stuff with me on the website at callforuprising.com, it's easier for people who have requests to get in touch with me so I can cover content. So that's another good reason to join the website. A bunch of people have been asking me to cover this TV show called Sweet Tooth. Oh, from Netflix. I guess a lot of people have just recently seen it. I have not seen it, but I've seen all I need to see from the trailer and reading about it to know what it's about and what they're trying to do. And my start here with Robert Downey Jr. because he's the producer of the show, and I always just couldn't stand this guy for some reason. You ever just, you look at somebody, what they're all about. You can see, you can just tell. I feel like if you have the Holy Spirit, you can look at an occultist, you can just tell, what these people are involved in. Oh, and these pictures don't really hurt the cause either, do they? To show you what Robert Downey's all about. He loves holding things up against his eye, right? He must have, what does he got, a bug in his eye? He's got an eye booger. He just woke up, he's got a little eye crust there, he's getting it out, a little eye snot. Or a fly, maybe it's a fly. Oh, it's an eyelash, excuse me. It's an eyelash. Oh, wait, did he just fart? Shh. He's saying shh. Wow, a lot of celebrities always do that. Oh, right. It's the oath that they take of secrecy. They're sworn to secrecy. That's a Freemasonic oath. That's why you always see celebrities do it. That's why Rihanna has shh tattooed on her finger. It's not because they're going shh. Don't tell anyone they just passed gas. Don't tell anyone what might, they might be the actual opposite gender they claim. No. The reason for it is because they're all part of a secret society. Hence, you see him putting his hand over his eye. Hence, you see him doing the A-OK thing. Wait, I thought that he was against Trump. Right? Because we're supposed to believe that the symbol is 666, which they ended up hijacking and making a Republican symbol so that people who even are supposed to be linked in conspiracy theories that this is their symbol. That's how inverted all this stuff has gotten. That would be the 666 sign, also known as the AOK sign. Yeah, we'll believe it, sure. That he's holding up here, but nothing to see here. So Robert Downey's come out, he's produced a show, and it's called Sweet Tooth. You're going to say, what's it about? Well, I'm about to show you. And it has to do with a hybrid race. Oh, that sounds familiar. We hear that a lot, right? Predictive programming with a hybrid race. Movies like X-Men, right? Hybrid. Oh, these people are cast out of society for being different. Wonder what the narrative is there. Take a listen.
No one knew which came first. The hybrids or the virus. Some bad people are still out there. They don't like you because you're different. Once upon a time, bad people ruled the earth and self-destructive. So nature made everyone sick. And then the miracle heaven called them hybrids. Your kind. We have reason to believe that you are harboring an avatar.
Those people hate kids like me. Trust me. The last men have made it their mission to eliminate hybrids.
Wow! And he's even got horns and antlers. No kidding. Baffin, huh? Nothing to do with it. They were just like, we're going to pick the antlers here. It's going to be an antler being. Yep, they're going to be born. They're a new race. Now, there's a few things you need to know before we get into this whole thing, which I thought was absolutely, this is the funniest part, possibly. And you might say, wait, there's more that's actually funny? Oh, yeah. So the plot, apparently, revolves around a DC comic book, okay? And let me just show you. You can see this picture here. That doesn't look occultic, right? They got the skull on her head. No big deal. They say, if you're like many other viewers across the globe, you've been hooked onto Netflix's newest drama, Sweet Tooth. And you're wondering all about it. Yeah, we're wondering all about it, all right? We already know. Because there's about 8,000 shows with the same plot. The fantasy series is based in the DC comic book. Oh, there's DC again. Wow, right after promoting Crowley, they're up to this. So that's a surprise. DC comic book of the same name by Jeff Lemire. Nobody cares. It follows Gus, a 10-year-old hybrid born half human, half deer, who lives a quiet life in the woods of Yellowstone. So he's born half human, half deer. While the world hates those of his kind and is dealing with the aftermath of a global pandemic. Whoa, that's crazy, right? So you would think, they probably got the idea for the pandemic. Well, first of all, it's based on a comic book. But you would say, maybe they put the pandemic thing in there because, we're going through the pandemic. It's 2021. They probably filmed it in 2022. Oh, sorry, no. They actually filmed it in June 2019. Yeah, so long before Event 201 and, all this stuff. Wow, what a coincidence. They knew that they didn't know, of course not. They were just, they had great intuition. They just coincidentally, right, created this for people to be programmed with while they're in the middle of a pandemic. Plants, what? I love plants. Don't you guys? What's your favorite kind of plant? Let me know in the comment section. Anywho, this was filmed in 2019. So there you go for anyone who thinks, that's the theme of it. Yep. That way the programming, right, the predictive programming, it works better because people are looking at a relatable world. And then you get how people hate this kind, right? People, he's a half deer, half human. Why would this guy hate him, right? Well, that has to do with everything that's going on. It's going to have to do with demonic possession, transhumanism, and you see it obviously going on right now with a certain community that's having a certain month celebrated now. They get pushed as if everyone hates them and they're different and they're told this through a narrative. And oh boy, and all the people who aren't even really against it. We're just against we're against it, but we're not the way that they make it seem like we're, as you saw in the trailer, someone's going to come to the door and do something, but they want you to think that, we're just saying, get out of this stuff's got to be taken out of our faces here because all it's doing is influencing. It was exactly part of their plan. Anywho, back to the topic. Sorry, I'm on a roll right now. The whole notion of this with hybrids, okay, is to prepare people for hybrids in a new human race. You saw it in the DC Comics trailer into a Crowley yesterday. If you didn't, you can check it out in my video section, where the guy was talking about mixing alien DNA with human DNA. You've seen all the videos on transhumanism that me and many other truth channels have covered about mixing man with machine, transhumanism, the mark, which we can't talk about anymore on YouTube, the old mark. And I'm not talking about Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I mean? If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising. This is a call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show and ask those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. Today's show, I want to expose yet another symbol. It's not one that you probably will see very often. It's not an overly obvious one. The all-seeing eye, or the pyramids, or the devil horns, or the 666 hand symbol. But it's there. You'll see it often. And if you see it on somebody's necklace or on their shirt, then you know exactly what that person stands for. You know exactly what's behind that person's agenda. And that is the symbol known as the Seal of Satan. Now, the Seal of Satan, or the Sigil of Lucifer, is a lesser-known historical magical sigil used occasionally as an emblem by modern cities. The image originates back in the 16th century from Italy. It was used in conjunction with other symbols, but its original purpose of this sigil, or seal of Satan, was to aid in a visual invocation of the angel Lucifer. So they would use this during their black magic rituals to invoke the visual appearance of the angel Lucifer, or Satan himself. That is what the symbol was used for. The symbol can be seen today around you. People who support Satan, you wear this symbol on their shirts. You also see it in an Ariana Grande video where the symbol is placed on aliens' jackets. She actually goes to hell. You can see it on the walls of hell. You can see it on doorways in the video. Yes, little innocent Ariana Grande, who everybody loves and thinks is so great because she's a product of the Nickelodeon system, who in fact worships Satan himself and is a part of the Antichrist movement that is occurring right now. So you can look for this symbol. Like I've been saying over and over, these symbols are really important to understand because we don't perceive symbols the way that they do. We haven't been trained that way. Our brains haven't been trained that way. We've pretty much been dumbed down as much as possible to believe in what we hear or see on the news and all of these other things. When they communicate with each other with symbols, they have their own alphabet and symbols. Okay, there is all this stuff that we all need to learn so that we can see it and we can expose it, and they can no longer act in front of our faces like they've been acting, showing us all these signs and symbols while we continue to go through our life ignoring it and not doing anything about it. Like I said, they use this symbol when they practice black magic, when they try to invoke Satan himself or other demons from other realms, when they do all these spells and all this sorcery and all this garbage that they perform. This is one of the symbols that they use. The is the seal of Satan. So get familiar with it. Okay, so if you see it somewhere, you can say, oh, I know what that is. I've seen it before. That's what this channel is trying to do. I'm trying to expose these symbols so that you know them. Some are blatantly obvious. Then there's others like this one, which you won't see all the time. But you might see it graffitied somewhere on the side of a building. You might see it on a t-shirt that somebody's wearing. You might see it in music videos. You're highly likely to actually see it in music videos. You're highly likely to see it in movies and television shows. But it's something your mind wouldn't pick up. Like I said, because we're not trained to pick up these symbols, so try to get familiar with them as they continue to expose these symbols on this channel. This is the seal of Satan. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you. May peace be with you. Uprising, welcome you to today's show. We ask those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda. I just want to do a quick show on a specific symbol that's a mainstream symbol that people aren't aware of the meaning behind it. And it's an occultic meaning, it's a satanic meaning. And if you're a believer in Christ, like most of you are listening, it's a very insulting image, and you have been misled to believe that it's something else, which they do with most symbols. Okay, most symbols have two meanings. They get you to wear it and participate in it, tell you that it means one thing, but it means another. Then you look like a fool, and they feel like you're blasphemous towards God because you're wearing the symbol. God knows what the symbol really means to them. Obviously, God also knows that you're being misled and deceived. He knows all. Okay? But the symbol is the peace symbol. The peace symbol does not stand for peace. Okay? So you have to understand when somebody is brought into witchcraft, into Satanism, into a coven, okay, they must take the cross, turn it upside down, and break the cross part down. Okay? It means the rejecting of Jesus and his faith. That's what it means. That's what they do it for. Jesus upside down on the cross, they break it. But it means a rejecting of Jesus and his faith. And of course, Christians wear it, not knowing what it means. Okay, the peace sign is an occultic symbol. Now, I did an interview, which I haven't aired yet, with an ex-Satanist. Okay, he's a member of the World Church of Satan. Okay, and even he confirmed this. That when you're indoctrinated into the occult, when you're baptized into Satanism, one of the first things that they make you do in addition to being baptized in blood, which you'll hear about, is they hand you a wheel, and they make you take the arms of the wheel and break it downwards into the symbol of a peace sign. Because to them, the symbol of the peace sign represents Jesus Christ hung upside down on the cross with his arms dangling. Okay? Yes, the missing bar of the cross is not there. That's what the symbol means to them. It's supposed to be Jesus upside down with his arms dangling. And they're the ones who break when they do that, and they break the wheel so that it hits the peace sign. They're the ones that are doing that. Okay? Making that symbol, doing that derogatory disrespect, that total blasphemous act towards Jesus. Okay? This is fact. You can confirm this with other occultists if you know any. You can research it, but you shouldn't be surprised by it because all symbols are satanic for the most part. Okay? The mainstream symbols, the peace sign, all of these, they're all occult symbols. They're all flashing gang signs to one another. All of these occultists, when you take photos, take peace. They're not talking about world peace. Yes, it has dual meanings. Okay? These people want world peace because even though we can have world peace, if the Illuminati didn't exist, there would be world peace. God divided the nations so that they couldn't interact with each other, so it would be peaceful. But they want world peace to usher in the Antichrist. The Antichrist is going to come and bring, in the name of peace, and bring peace. That's what's coming. So they push this. Everyone believes in love, right? They don't want you to believe in Jesus, they want you to believe in love. Okay, but again, the peace sign is an occultic symbol. It's Jesus with his arms dangling off of the cross. Now, to you, it doesn't mean if you have a peace sign shirt that all of a sudden, I'm not condemning you. Obviously, you have this knowledge. You don't have to believe this if you don't want to. There's people who listen to this channel that don't know all the basic symbols, and I want to point them out. Again, when you're baptized in Satanism, they go through the same process. You go through a process, right? You get baptized. Okay? They go through a process where they're also baptized. They also are supposed to be breaking the Ten Commandments. And you'll hear in the interview that I do. It's going to be a few parts. It's a long interview. I'm still editing it. That's why I haven't aired it yet.
And I also want to have more subscribers when I put it out there because it's important. Okay, it's very important for this lifestyle of a Satanist who's been in the Indian road, who has been involved in human sacrifices, pretty much the prodigal son who's repented and come back because he never originally found Jesus and will be judged. That's not what this video is about. You'll hear it in that. But the peace symbol does not mean peace. I want world peace. Okay? And you'll see it tattooed on all of these celebrities. You'll see them always holding up the peace sign. They're all witches and warlocks. They're all cultists. They're all Satanists. Alright? So don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Cheap imitations. You don't need symbols. We have Jesus Christ. You don't need symbols. He's a symbol in himself. Okay? You don't need that kind of stuff. We don't need flash symbols and this stuff. We have Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit with us. Okay? So God bless you. Peace and love. Call for an uprising. Welcome to the show, everybody. I want to do another expose on the Illuminati symbol that you see all the time. It's always featured in music videos and movies. It has dual meanings to it, as most of these symbols do. And that is the mirror. Now you'll see the mirror in a ton of films, Disney films. Okay, used a lot in sorcery and magic. You have the magic mirror on the wall from Snow White. You see mirrors in other films that involve sorcery, like Harry Potter. You see them in films that involve demon possession, which is The Conjuring, The Exorcist, things like that. You'll see the mirror in The Conjuring specifically. They'll use the mirror to show the demon actually inside the mirror. Then, like I said before, when the person turns around, that demon is gone. Let's start with the first meaning of what the mirror symbolizes. In MK Ultra, in mind control, the mirror represents the shattered glass, the alter personalities that they create inside of these people's minds. They use trauma-based mind control. They use trauma to create split altars in these people's minds. These altars are represented by mirrors and shattered glass. That's why in a lot of music videos you'll see Britney Spears, a lot of these artists, Justin Timberlake, a lot of these kids specifically who grew up in the Disney system, are under MK Ultra mind control, who have hammers that control them. What they do is they create these alter personalities, split personalities, in which their handlers can control. Their handlers is either their parent or a high-ranking person who works at one of these companies, whether it's a production company or a record label. So when you see the actual shattered glass or the shattered mirror, it represents thousands of different pieces in their minds that have been shattered to create different personalities. You see these personalities come out a lot of times. And that's why in music videos, you'll see people shattering glass. You see Eminem shattering through glass. You'll see Beyonce shattering through glass. You'll see Britney Spears doing it. It's all over the place. It's a very common theme, that they use in these music videos that represent, and that's the way also of the hammer letting you know that this person is a slave under the MK Ultra mind control program. That's what most of these celebrities, musicians, and actors are. Now the mirror also has another meaning. That's because the mirror is used in black magic and in sorcery to summon demons. It's used as a portal to bring things over from the other side. That's why, like I said, you see Snow White, you see all these Disney movies that indoctrinate kids with the mirror, which is a very dangerous form of witchcraft. Since ancient times, they've used mirrors and services that they have see reflections off of. They can use for magic and repelling people. They've also been feared for their power to steal someone's soul. In recent times, mirrors have been used as tools in psychic development to improve clairvoyance, gain knowledge of so-called past lives and things like that. That's what these people believe. When they summon these demons and stuff like that, but they're also summoning these demons for power and